What's up, strength fans? Tyler Harnett with metalperformance.ca coming at you with a video about how to breathe and brace properly during a big lift. It's surprising to us as strength coaches how many intermediate and advanced lifters get this incorrect, and just how much quicker a beginner can advance should they get this right the first time. This right here is our power center when we're lifting. If we have this braced and ready to go, our spine is a lot more safe and our power is going to flow a lot better from inside and out. If we have a spaghetti noodle here, our power is going to flow outside in, and things like our limbs are going to take over stability where we should have here. So I want everybody out there who's watching this to stand up. I mean it, stand up. And I want you to take a big, deep breath, as big as you can. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to see people do this. They're going to breathe up high like this. They're going to rise here, which is okay because your lungs are here, and that's the mechanism by which we breathe. But what I want you guys to focus on is a big set of tissue called your diaphragm down here. And I want you guys to think about like you're almost filling a pitcher of water from the bottom up. So when we're breathing, especially for a big lift, we want to breathe down below here. So I want you to try that here. So I want you to kind of do your best pregnant lady impersonation and breathe down below. So once again, just take a big deep breath down below. Okay, so that's part number 1 of breathing properly. Part number 2 is thinking about 360 degrees of pressure in our lower back and our front and center. You'll hear different coaches talk about circumferential breathing or whatnot. All I need you to connect to, or I've even heard of breathing into your butthole before. All I need you to connect to is a big, full, deep breath that causes a bunch of pressure all the way around. So once again, don't think of that pregnant lady this time. Think of just as big and as deep a breath as you can here. So let's do that together. So 1, 2, 3, breathing. Good. So part 3 of that is bracing. This is one thing I see a lot of lifters kind of mess up. They get the breath right, but they're not bracing properly. So when I say bracing, what I mean by that is we're bracing like we're going to take a punch. Like if I was going to wind up and bop you in the guts, you would want to brace here almost like, you know, you're taking a punch in a fight. So I like to think of putting my ribs down on my hips and bracing hard, bearing down, right? And that's going to increase the amount of pressure, stop us from folding over in the squat or bending over in the deadlift. So part number 3, we're going to take, on the count of 3, we're going to take a big deep breath. And we're going to brace here. So 1, 2, 3, bearing down. Okay, everything's really tight here. Okay, so one technique we learned, again, I don't know if any of you thought that a strength coach or a personal trainer or whatever talked to you about a Kegel exercise. But one thing we learned with Stan Efferding when he was up for a seminar is, especially for big squats and deadlifts, if you can have your Kegel muscles engaged, this is antagonistic to your lumbar spine rounding. So we can actually use this to increase the stability during big lifts such as a squat, deadlift, or even strongman events. So part number 4 of this breathing and bracing, what I want you to do is, once again, stand up if you sat back down. I want you to take a big deep breath, brace, and we're going to Kegel contract. If you don't know how to do that, I suggest you kind of Google some exercises. I don't want to go into that. So we're going to go on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, big breath, bear down, and Kegel contract, okay? If you can't connect to that, one thing you can do during your warm-up is grab a band like this or a little bit of resistance. You can have a training partner grab your armpit, and we'll grab this kind of, you know, at face value, set up in your squat or deadlift stance. And we're going to just sort of pull ourselves down as we would in a squat with this as resistance. So once again, 1, 2, 3, big breath, bear down, Kegel contract. We're going to pull ourselves down. So you will feel, if you practice this, everything light up from here to here. Your glutes are lit up, and we're using the tension of the lift or the eccentric portion of the lift to sort of pull ourselves down and bear down more and create more stability. We don't have this luxury in a deadlift, so you need to create this yourself. So it's very important to practice this because, you know, in powerlifting or max events in strongman, you have to get this right on the first rep. So once again, 1, 2, 3, breathe, brace, bear down, Kegel contract, pull. I do, you know, about 3 sets of 5 of this in my warm-up just to get ready and to prime myself for that. So watch this video 10 times, you guys. Practice this from the barbell to your max, and your strength and stability will soar. Thanks so much.